I've been working on the truck, and what we got going here, I'm going to show you, is I went ahead and fixed the hood, and I'm going to tell you how I did that. I went ahead and bought some brand new hinges. So we went ahead and bought a whole set of brand new hinges, and those were only $39. I was actually shocked and surprised how cheap those things were. But what I did is, if you look at this piece right here that bolts to the hood itself, you can see how it rolls around. Do you see that? It's kind of like a angle iron, and it fits the hood perfect. So what I did is I took the old piece off of the old hinge, and that's what this is, and I cut some of it off to shorten the length, and then I welded it onto the area where it always has problems. Now, this one was really screwed up, people. And then, while I was at it, I went ahead, this side was okay, there wasn't really nothing wrong with it, but I went ahead and repeated the process doing the same thing over here. And if you look right here, these are the old hinges. So you can see the piece that I took off right here. And these hinges were shot. I'm surprised the other side of the hood, look at this. Look as I move this, look at how sloppy this is, ready to break. It's just completely worn out. This side over here was a little bit rough, but we went ahead and fixed it. And the way that I fixed that, I got me a 36-inch pole, and I stuck it from here to here to push the hood up as tight as I can get it. I was literally pushing that hood where it was almost breaking off the hinges. And then I took a 2x4 and I clamped the 2x4 in the area that was bad right here. And I took my sledgehammer and I smashed it and beat it down to get it straight. And then while the pole was still holding the hood up super tight, I went ahead and welded that on there. So now if we go ahead and shut the hood, you can see that it shuts normal. The only problem we have now is that the aftermarket hinges need to be modified so it'll suck the back of the hood down, and that's literally taking the hinges off and wobbling the holes out, oblonging the holes so we can pull the hinge down farther to suck it in. But if I come over here and do this right here, it kind of goes down normal, but it still can use some adjustment on it. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit more action on it just to help it out. And I can tell you that this is 100% better than what it was, and it's usable. Once I adjust the hinge to work properly where it'll suck it down, this should be nice and flat. Like I said, once we adjust the hinges, which I'm not going to do right now, that'll all suck down and look great. But I will let you know this, the reason I fixed this hood instead of buy a new one, first of all, a brand new hood costs $400. I don't have $400 to spend on this. And another situation is that I am not going to paint this truck. I'm not going to paint it. As of right now, I'm going to leave it like it is. I'm going to keep a patina look. I don't like patina look, but when you're on a budget, that's all you can do. So what I'm going to do is I will Scotch Brite it down and clear coat it. And then we'll leave it like that for a while until we can get the funds to actually completely restore the car. Because what the deal is, once you restore a vehicle like this, it's a domino effect. You just keep on going. You don't stop until the whole thing's restored, top and bottom. Kind of like my Baja. You end up putting $20,000 in it, and then kind of like my Baja, it sits in the garage with a car cover on it because you don't want dust and dirt flying, and the situation arises that you never drive it. So that's one reason, and the main reason I am not going to paint the car now, because I am not going to put $1 million in this old truck and watch it sit there and rot. if you remember correctly, when we got it started, my friend Pete had electrical problems. Now, the guy that owned this truck before me, which was the original owner of the vehicle, basically jerry-rigged all the wiring, and it was a fiasco nightmare. For me to put a wire harness in this would cost me $1,000 for the wire harness, and then 4 or 5 days of dicking around, screwing off and fucking off to literally wire the truck up so it'll run and drive. I don't have that kind of time, and I definitely don't have $1,000 to spend to get the ball rolling on the domino effect. If you remember correctly, I said domino effect, and that's what happens when you start working on these old piece of shit trucks that they call square bodies, is that you spend this much money, then all of a sudden you got to get this, and then this happens and that happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fix what's already on here, and let me tell you, it's a fucked up deal. And we can start right here with this action. You can see the wiper motor is just total trash. Got some jerry rig action going here where they spliced into this wire for what, I don't know. And it goes all the way over here and down there. We got to find out what that is. And then if you follow the wire harness that comes down here and goes across the engine, it goes into a relay. Now why they have a relay on this, I don't understand. I will have to dissectly and diabolically completely unhook all the wires one by one and figure out what the jerry rig operation is that they decided to do to this thing and fix the problems. But one thing that we did do is we went ahead and took this bullshit out of the truck. Total trash going on here, guys. Look at this. This is what you call electronic engineering. Do you see this? This is actually trailer house wiring that looks like shit, and they have this rigged up into the wire harness for electric brakes and turn signals and brake lights and everything else. And then on top of that, we had house wire. They went ahead and used house wire, that's right. Look what we got here. This is our electric brake that was total. I went ahead and ripped that out, and you see where it went, right in trash. So, yeah, real good job there, buddy. He had all this hooked up to, this was all hooked up to the battery. I don't know what it is or what the fuck it's supposed to be, but total bullshit. And then if we look inside the truck itself, you can see I've already started on the wiring here, but let me show you something I found. There's the original wire harness, but if you look up inside here, let me get down here, I want to show you this. Right up there, there's 2 yellow wires coming off of this, and what this is, when you hit the gas, now watch that switch. Do you see it? Now what that is the electric kickdown switch for the Turbo 400 transmission. And I don't know what happened to the factory wiring on this, but they even got this jerry-rigged. And if your name's Jerry, I don't mean to use your name, but I'm sorry to say it's a jerry-rigged situation where they just took some wires, ran them through the firewall, and rigged it all up to work. So hopefully we can get this wire harness working and save us some money. And if you look right here, you can see where they have this all tapped in right here. They use house connectors, and look at the way they hook their stereo up using a house connector to hot wire the electric brake that was mounted right here in this area, and that was the hot wire off of the brake light switch.
And that's what I'm talking about, people. The son of a bitch ain't listening. He ain't doing nothing right. He buys a piece of truck. Beautiful hat that I got. Hell yes, it's a cocksucker, but you know what? My hat rides better than that old piece of shit truck that he's got. He doesn't know hell from down. He doesn't know right from left. He's buying something and doing something. He's wasting his money on a piece of shit. He's got a brand new truck outside. Why doesn't he just drive that? It's a beautiful truck. It's a Dodge truck that says, hell yes, I can go anywhere in the world I want to go. Beautiful hat. I can take it with me if I want to. But on the old piece of shit truck that he's working on, it's junk, people. It's junk. junk that says, hell no, don't waste your money on it. It's a money pit. It's a pile of shit. It's what it is. He thinks he's gonna fix this thing up and drive it. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he's wasting his money. And that's the real skinny of the big deal that's going down today. Sammie Salammie, straight out of Miami. I'm riding good. I'm looking good because I am good, you cocksucker, son of a bitch bastard. Piece of shit. It's all that thing is. It's not gonna happen, people. It's not gonna happen. Sammie Salammie, straight out of Miami, right here, advertising these videos for you to watch. Do us a big favor and subscribe to this channel. Show my friend Pete your support and make it right. Do it right, because that's the only way to be. And it definitely isn't that old piece of shit truck.
But now, what I've come across is I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the brakes. I went ahead and opened this up, and I want to show you this. Because the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drain all this fluid that's been in there for 40 years. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to suck all this old fluid out, and I'm going to show you this. And you're going to see why we're doing it. So if you look right here, that's the brake fluid that's in it. It's black. So what I'm going to do is drain all of the brake fluid out, and then I will go ahead and flush the brake system out and put brand new brake fluid in it as well. Look at that. This is black. Black. Unbelievable. But I'll be flushing the brake system out and hopefully getting this shit in gear to work. That's nasty, people. That is just pure nastiness is what that is. Look at that. That is black, not brown. All right, not Huefos brown. That is literally black. Black, right there. We're going to go ahead and fill our master cylinder up with brand new fluid. You saw what it looked like. It was black. I've never even seen, I don't think I've ever even seen fluid that black. I mean, that stuff was as black as this bottle. So, and then we're going to set the lid right here. Now, I'm not going to put the lid on tight, because what we're going to do is we're going to take our syringe and we're going to go ahead and suck the fluid out until we see clear fluid. We're going to start from the farthest point, which is the right rear. Then we'll do the left rear. Then we'll do the front right, then the front left. So what I got my syringe with my rubber hose on it, and I'm going to put my rubber hose on there, and yeah, here it comes. Look. Yeah, okay. Boy, look at all the air in that thing. Wow. That's crazy. I'm going to show this to you here in a minute. Hang on. There is no fluid in this whatsoever. It's all air. All I'm doing is pulling air out. That's all I'm pulling out. Air. I am pulling fluid out, but most of it's air. Okay, so I am pulling fluid out, as you can see, and look how black it is. We're going to continue to pull that out. It's filling up. Look at it. It's sucking it down. And that is full. Let's go ahead and take that off, and then we'll get rid of that fluid. And then we'll go ahead and check our fluid, and it's almost empty, like I was saying, so we're going to have to fill that up again. Just like that. And then we're just going to continue to keep doing what we're doing. It's going to take about an hour to do all these. And I'm just going to continue to keep bleeding and bleeding until I get clear fluid out of there. But the way that that's sucking it out, I'm presuming that if I keep the truck, if I keep this truck and I continue to work on it, I'm going to have to probably do a major brake overhaul on it. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we just got done completely flushing the whole brake system out. It took a half a gallon of brake fluid to do that. And we're going to go ahead and start it up. We're going to see if it goes in gear, and we're going to drive it around if it does. I went ahead and put a battery in it, and I took all that wire harness crap out of it, you know that. And I thought maybe that might clear the wire harness action up, but it didn't. So I turned the flashers on. We still got a lot of shorts in it. The heater still comes on. And when I turn the key on, the gas gauge goes all the way to full. And I got down under the truck. I made sure that I had a good ground on it. So this is what my calculation is. Do you see this right here? Okay, this was inside the dash right here with a little pencil. I don't know where the pencil is. We'll find it. And what he's got here, he's got what mileage he put the gas in, how many gallons of gas, and how many miles he has driven. What's that telling you, Minnie, the body shop girl?
He knew his gas gauge didn't work?
The gas gauge didn't work. So that's what that was for. From 59,194 to 59,398, he got 129 miles. And I don't know how many gallons he put in it. But anyway, he got 829 miles on 35 gallons of gas.
What?
He got 829 miles. Okay, hold on a minute.
There's no way.
Okay, I don't know how he calculated this, but anyway.
There isn't a car.
All right, so okay, so it says here he's getting 8.5 miles per gallon, and then he went down to 5.8 miles per gallon, and then on this little action right here, he was getting 7.3 miles per gallon.
About like I told you, maybe 5.
So it's a 454 big block. It's a Dana 40 rear end. What do you expect?
Gas Hog.
Is that the real situation right there that you just heard? Is that the word that we're going to use for this cocksucker? Is gas hog? It's going to be a situation that says he ain't going to like the truck. He ain't going to want that piece of shit. It's junk, people. My hat isn't junk, though. My hat says, hell yes, baby. Sammie Salammie right here. If only that truck was as beautiful as this hat. Everybody calls them square bodies. I call them cocksuckers because it's stupid to even think about restoring one of these stupid things. Sammie Salammie says, hell no, I want to go to Miami is what I want to do. Sammie Salammie straight out of Miami with my beautiful hat, and I'm just loving it because it's a cocksucker is what it is. Seeing this guy waste his time and his money, he could be doing something else besides this right here. He could be doing that, or over there, or up there. But no, he wants to do that. Ha ha ha! Is all I can say, you cocksucker son of a bitch, motherfucking bastard. It's funnier than hell. I can't believe it. Minnie the body shop girl's like, yes, no, don't do it. You're stupid. It's dumb. And he's like, I love the truck. I want the truck. It's my truck. Yeah, wait till he starts spending money on all that gas on that big block 454. We'll see how much he loves it then. Son of a bitch. Alright there, people. That's it. That's the answer right there. You got it. Get the message and do it, people. It's a bullshit story is all it is. It's bullshit.
All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little drive. It's a pretty happy moment. The field find actually is running and driving. And look at this. I got the brake on, I got it in gear.
Well, thank God it
And it's
stops,
not,
huh?
and it's not leaking anything. It's not dying out. It's idling perfect. Let me put it in park. Look, it idles exactly the same in park. Now it's in drive.
Yeah.
Let me see what happens.
Oh my God. Now we are going to have, just might as well say it. That right there is going to be the new money pit. There you go. Yeah, I can see it now. He already wants to take the seat out, so he's probably going to want to put maybe bucket seats in there or something. And then he's going to want to paint it, of course. And he's going to have air conditioning, because he's not going to drive around without any air conditioning. Who knows how much that's going to cost to fix. Yeah, I would say we have a new money pit. Yeah. Yeah, happy day? Maybe for some. Not for me. Well, here comes money pit number 2. Well, I better move out of the way. He might run me over. I'll get by the... He won't run me over if I'm by this.
Runs awesome.
Yeah.
It runs good.
Yeah.
It runs like brand new. Come on, get in. Let's go around the block.
I better not go with you. What if it breaks down? I might need to come get
Then
you.
you'll have to walk home. It's not overheating. The temperature's perfect. The oil pressure's great.
Great. I'm so overjoyed. Can you tell?
It's running beautiful, okay?
Yeah.
It's running deliciously. Like, it just runs awesome. This is bringing back memories from like 30 years ago.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm a little more, looky here. There's a little more of this going on. But then, of course, look at the seat. All right, the seat's not all the way back.
What, 1, 2 inches? Yeah.
Yeah, well, that makes a lot of difference in one of these.
Hey,
So let's go ahead and drive it. What? What's up?
it doesn't have seat belts?
Yeah, there's seat belts, but we don't need them. We're just going around the block. If I can get the seat action going, and
Okay, you wait.
okay.
You're gonna drive this truck with 7 miles to the gallon?
Well, you don't know if it's getting 7 miles. That was just a calculation of what I think that is. Okay.
Well, you know,
Now,
you don't think they
let's
got
go
me
ahead
how
and
to
talk about
calculate?
this. Let's go ahead and talk about
You're not
this.
gonna like this truck because it's gonna be a gas hog too.
Let's go ahead and talk about this. Can
You're
I
just
talk
not
about?
gonna be able to see the gas going away because the gas gauge doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like your power wagon.
Let's talk about this for a minute, okay? Does it ride smooth
No,
for being a heavy-duty 3/4 ton?
it's just the ride's like a pickup truck.
It rides pretty smooth.
I'm bouncing all over.
No, you're not. This thing runs great. Look at this. Oh, that's a camera. Don't believe that. Minnie's over there doing that. So what do you think of this truck, the Custom Deluxe?
I
3/4 ton.
I think it's it's money pit number 2.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, he's all happy now. You hear him all happy and smiles. Everything's great. Yeah, it's going to be great until he realizes that he's only getting 5 to 7 miles per gallon.
Seeing this guy waste his time and his money, he could be doing something else besides this right here. He could be doing that, or over there, or up there. But no, he wants to do that.
Remember the power wagon he just had to have a few years back? Yeah, He hated that car from the minute we drove it off the lot and he could see the gas gauge moving literally. Yeah. He's gonna hate this truck. I hate this truck. And you can see it's only got one brake light. So he's already talking about having to buy this harness and that harness and this harness and that harness. Yeah.
How do I look? Do I look 1977 again?
Yeah, oh,
Do I
definitely.
look great this thing?
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome. We're going to go ahead and let the body shop girl drive it. That might make her a little happier once she gets behind the wheel. Where are you going? Hey, wait for me.
Oh, I thought you was going to let me drive it.
Oh, you want to drive it? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and drive it and come back and pick me up. We'll do some B-roll. There goes Minnie. From the old 70s. Look at her, she's drag racing that thing. She's drag racing it. I think we might get rid of her Jeep and let her have this truck. That might be a good thing, if you want my opinion. That might be a good deal. I think my friend Pete will be keeping this one. Look at this. Look at it. Here it comes. Look at her drag racing that thing. You can start calling her Drag Race Mama. Look at that. Looks awesome. Now, if I gave you this truck and we got rid of your Jeep, you can't drag race it like you just did.
I know, because I just used up 15 gallons of gas.
Yeah, so I'm just letting you know that. Hey, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, what?
I'm not even in the car yet.
What?
Hot Rod Mama, take it easy.
Just because I was turning the wheel? I was just getting ready for this great power steering.
Okay. It does have beautiful power steering. Why didn't you go straight down the road there?
Because I don't want to bother that lady that's walking.
Oh, we're going to go another way? Okay. Boy, this thing really runs good, doesn't it? Now, be honest with me.
It seems like it does.
Be honest.
It does run good.
It runs like a brand new truck.
Shockingly runs good.
This thing is like...
But it does have a lot of electrical issues.
Well, electrical issues is the situation on this deal, for sure. Look at this. I got the hood fixed, we got it running. So now what we got to do is save our pennies and just park it, you know what? Let's not park it in front of the shop. Let's go around the building here. And we'll park it, let's just park it right here. We're gonna go ahead and park it for now. Let's go ahead and pop the hood open and see what's going on with that. And I gotta say something, I don't feel a lot of heat coming off it. It feels normal. And, well, that's the headers. I mean, I don't hear any bubbling in the radiator. The guy put a Super Duty heavy radiator in here. This isn't the original radiator, this is actually a bigger radiator. I don't hear any crackling or popping noises. Do you hear that? I mean, I don't hear nothing. That means it's an awesome situation. It says we're gonna have to start making lists of stuff to be done. Did you see how I fixed the hood? Look, I took the old hood hinge plate and I welded it on each side. So that saved us $450. You ought to be happy about that. Actually, more than that, because the hood is $450 and then it would have cost like $175 to ship it. So, this is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. We're done working on it for now. And when we get back on it, we'll keep you updated and let you know what's going on. Hell yeah.
Y'all heard it straight from the mouth, straight from the big mouth. He's gonna start making lists, multiple lists. Yeah. Money pit too. Yeah.
It's a money pit. It's a pile of shit. It's what it is. He thinks he's gonna fix this thing up and drive it. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he's wasting his money. And that's the real skinny of the big deal.